Okay, it's 7:15. This is the time we have public session. I see there are 3 people signed up, and if there's anybody else who has not signed up, just let me know at the end and we'll get you in. I'd like to remind everybody of the rules. Once again, there is no profanity, no name calling, no personal attacks, and please try to keep it to a 5-minute time limit. The first person signed up is a Brandon Walker.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Brandon Walker. Been a resident my whole life in Oswego, 5th Ward. So normally I kind of shoot from the hip from things, but this time I actually wanted to write something down and be well thought about it. So our family business recently bought 50 signs promoting our business in real estate. If some of you who don't know who I am, what we have is we have rentals here in the city of Oswego. We had all those signs put up, and less than 72 hours later, we were asked to take them down by code enforcement because those signs are considered illegal in the city of Oswego. Those signs are considered illegal in the city of Oswego according to city code. However, for sale signs by real estate agents are allowed to remain up, which are much bigger in size compared to what is being offered in the city. How is that considered fair? How is that considered equitable? That's what I continue to hear, not just from the city administration, but nationwide. So, to me, that doesn't seem fair nor right. Other signs I've seen in the city, which I have photos to provide, are both from the west side and the east side of the city. Most are business signs, promoting their businesses. Rather, if it's roofing, childcare, pre-K Head Start, construction, or contracting services. Our signs are the same, promoting our business, which is real estate purposes. Why is it some businesses are preferred over others? Why is it that landlords, some property owners, and managers are continuing to get the short end of the stick on these regulations? My question or statement to all this, and this is how I feel, I believe that there is some form of inequality here. Just because that there are some bad apples out there doesn't mean or justify that all landlords are bad apples. You all know me, we take our business seriously, and we make sure our properties are well taken care of. Why are we set on that 4 rent signs should only be in windows printed by the city and be so small compared to other signs that we see out on the road? Aren't those signs protected by the First Amendment right under the U.S. Constitution? To leave on this note, and I'm stating from the ACLU on an article from October 23rd of 2024, and I quote, "Many municipalities have signed ordinances with unconstitutional content-based regulations simply because municipalities have not kept up with laws. Prior to the 2015 U.S. Supreme Court decision based in Reed versus the town of Gilbert, the Supreme Court in that ruling made clear that different rules, which include size, time, number limits, and type of signs, for different categories of signs, including political and business, are unconstitutional. Many municipalities have now amended their sign ordinances since Reed. So many pre-Reed or unconstitutional sign ordinances still remain on the books. A common constitutional flaw in sign ordinances is that they contain content-based regulations, which are regulations that apply to different rules, to different speeches, based on subject matter or certain viewpoints. Content-based speech regulations are considered unconstitutional because they allow the government to censor speech based on certain content. 2015, the U.S. Supreme Court upended the constitutional standards applicable to those local sign regulations. The court held unanimously that a sign code in the town of Gilbert, Arizona violated the First Amendment rights because it treated signs differently based on its content. U.S. Supreme Court invalidated the town of Gilbert's ordinance, assuming that the government's interests were those of preserving aesthetic appeal and traffic safety. The U.S. Supreme Court also noted that the signs were no more problematic for aesthetics or safety than political signs or ideological concerns, and that they were allowable unlimited numbers under that ordinance. The pictures I have here, I don't know if someone wants them or if the clerk wants them. I have photos here. So, thank you, and I appreciate everyone's time.
Okay, the second person signed up is a Scott Shannon.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Scott Shannon. my wife and I have recently moved back to Oswego after a long search, and we found the home that we would call our dream home, and the house had everything we wanted. Shortly after moving in, we heard that there was a planned transmission project that affects our property greatly. I want to let you know that I'm a retired instrumentation specialist with the Power Authority, retired from the Authority and Constellation, and I'm a former naval submarine veteran, so I understand what the scope of this project could be. I just couldn't believe that the city would allow National Grid to come into the city and just take people's property in order to make this project viable without fighting for the residents. National Grid intends to take over 60% of my front lawn and wants a right-of-way that comes to within 1.5 feet of my front porch and include 3/4 of my driveway. They also mentioned that they intend to remove my flagpole, which I feel very proud of, and a large 30-foot oak tree that's in our side yard because it might be too close to the project boundaries. They could possibly also remove any other remaining oak trees on the edge of my property. My property's not that big, so I can imagine what you already can imagine. This information was never relayed to us through the real estate people or during the process of purchasing my property in mid-July. We've lived there a little over 3 months. We have taken the time to notify our local alderman, and he immediately took the time to stop by and see what we had to say. He stopped by the house, saw what they intended to take, and after seeing what National Grid intended to take, he recommended that I contact the local mayor, who happens to drive by my house every day, and on one occasion drove by while the alderman and I were out discussing this project. I reached out to the mayor's office and was told, and I quote, "Mr. Shannon, this project is very big to the city of Oswego and needs to happen. It's a small price to pay for losing your property." He's never taken the time to stop, look at where the lines are, see what I might lose. I'm also aware that this project affects the 7th, 6th, and 4th wards. And come spring, all of you gentlemen in those wards might be fielding a lot more phone calls and people with concerns when the construction equipment starts showing up and clearing land. I do invite any of the counselors in this room to come and look at my property or reach out, and that all of the residents in the city should look at what's going to happen. And the fact I bought a nice home in the city with a substantial price and a substantial tax assessment, I bought the house, never knowing this project was going to happen. It's a small price, but they're offering a small stipend, which is 0.16% of my yearly taxes, to take my property. Mr. Mayor, I'd like you to reconsider what's going on in your city and fight for the small people. Come look at the project. The person that you instructed me to contact is a public relations specialist with National Grid who has no vested interest in this project. The only people that National Grid has reached out to is they sent me a certified letter that I had to sign for that claims they want to take my front property. I take great pride in my house. I've made beautification projects to the sidewalk and everything else, as the alderman can attest to. The way I see it, I'll no longer own this next year. Do I have to snow blow it? Do I have to mow it? Do I have to do anything if National Grid now takes claim to it? The way I figure it, I only need to clear 8 feet of my front sidewalk. That's all that will be left. I welcome any of you gentlemen to contact me. The alderman has my contact information. I will gladly show you what they're intending to do. I will have a National Grid right-of-way 1.5 feet from my front porch, and I will lose all of my major trees and my flagpole. Thank you for your time.
The third person signed up is a Kenneth Alsacio. I'm sorry, how'd you pronounce it?
Ocasio.
Ocasio? Thank you.
Yes. Yep, of course. I am an alum of the university right here. Last year I graduated and I've grown to love Oswego. I'm going to set down my roots here. I've been working with the university and growing a couple of entrepreneurial businesses, and one of them I'm here to talk about today. I'm part of a 501c nonprofit organization that is looking to build a real estate conference. We're going to be bringing out a lot of companies who are out from the region, not just Central New York, but also specifically Oswego. We have Housing Vision, Southern Real Estate. Micron is going to be coming to kind of talk about how they're going to be affecting the Central New York area and Oswego the next couple of years. I'd love for the opportunity to invite everyone here, be part of the event. I think it's going to be an awesome event for the community and become very knowledgeable what's happening. I have a couple of flyers here. If anyone is interested or come talk to me after, I would love for anyone to show up here. Thank you.
That was the last person signed up. Is there anyone else here in the chamber that would like to speak? Seeing no one, I will close public session and we will begin the meeting at 7:30. 7:30. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please call the roll.
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Councilor Wall.
Here.
Councilor Burge.
Here.
Councilor Benucci.
Here.
Councilor Walker. Here. Councilor Gossett.
Here.
Councilor Plunkett.
Here.
Councilor Terry.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. I just have a couple things under the mayor's report. I have a proclamation that I'd like to read for November 1st. Since this is the last committee meeting or council meeting before the 1st, I think this is appropriate. This proclamation is for Extra Mile Day, November 1st, 2025. Whereas the city of Oswego in the state of New York is a community which acknowledges that a special vibrancy exists within the entire community when its individual citizens collectively go the extra mile in personal effort, volunteerism, and service. And whereas this is the 14th year that the city of Oswego has recognized and celebrated Extra Mile Day. Whereas the city of Oswego is a community which encourages its citizens to maximize their personal contribution to the community by giving of themselves wholeheartedly and with total effort, commitment, and conviction to their individual ambitions, family, friends, and community. And whereas the city of Oswego is a community which chooses to shine a light on and celebrate individuals and organizations within its community who go the extra mile in order to make a difference and lift up fellow members of their community. And whereas the city of Oswego acknowledges the mission of Extra Mile America to create 550 extra mile cities in America and is proud to support Extra Mile Day on November 1st, 2025. Now, therefore, I, Robert A. Corradino, Mayor of the City of Oswego, do hereby proclaim November 1st, 2025 to be Extra Mile Day. I urge each individual in the community to take time on this day to not only go the extra mile in their own life, but to also acknowledge all those who are inspirational in their efforts and commitment to make their organizations, families, community, country, or world a better place. Signed, Robert A. Corradino, Mayor of the City of Oswego. The second item that I'd like to bring up is we had a very eventful week in the past 7 days. As many of you probably know, 1 week ago today there was a power outage here in the City of Oswego that affected about 1,500 parcels. One of them was the building you're standing in. So at approximately 4:45 last week, the power went out, and come to find out that it wasn't going to come out in time for the committee meeting. So last week's committee meeting, and I have to admit, in the almost decade that I've been in city government as a councilor and mayor, it's the first time that we had to do that. I think Councilor Gossett and I have the same amount of years, so you don't remember one either, do you?
That was the first one, I believe.
So that was the first time. So tonight's meeting, as the councilors know, and I'll just share with the public, this is sort of like a combined meeting. Last week's agenda had 5 items on it, and we're going to offer some liberal interpretation as far as being able to discuss it when needed. Each of the 7 of you had opportunity. You've had 2 weeks almost to look over the agenda and contact any department heads that you had to. So hopefully you have the answers to all your questions. But I'm certainly going to open it up after each one is read for any type of comments or concerns. All right. So that was Monday. On Thursday, I don't know if everybody knows this, I talked to a gentleman today that lives in Minetto, didn't even know it happened, but on Thursday at approximately 8 o'clock at night, there was a water outage that affected the whole city of Oswego. That's 17,000 people. Again, I think Mayor or Councilor Gossett can agree that you've never seen anything in 10 years of a whole city being out. I have never seen that. So the bottom line is there was a malfunction in the freshwater plant, McCaffrey freshwater plant. The computer glitch caused the pump or pumps to turn off, and it was immediately identified by plant personnel, and they manually turned the pumps on. It took about 30 minutes for that to happen. and there were a number of calls to police, to the counselors sitting in this room, asking about what happened. But the good news is it was about 30 minutes, and it was rectified fairly quickly, and there was no damage or concerns to the plant. So that was an eventful night, but it was one that we resolved with no issues. On Thursday through Saturday, I just want to point out we had the creepy crawl here in the city of Oswego. I don't know if anybody here participated in it, but it was a very successful event. So I just want to comment that it was an incredible weekend in Washington Square Park. Thank you to everyone who joined us for 3 nights of live music, local food, vendors, and spooky fun. You made this year's Creepy Crawl one to remember. A special shout out goes to our amazing City of Oswego staff who put in countless hours behind the scenes to make the event safe, seamless, and fun for all. From planning and setup to traffic control and cleanup, your hard work truly made magic happen. A special acknowledgement to our Department of Public Works for transforming the railroad tunnel into the haunted tunnel, which is a truly eerie experience once again. Your creativity, craftsmanship, and hours of preparation helped bring the creepy to the crawl, and it wouldn't have been the same without you. A special shout out to thank you to our performers, vendors, and partners for helping bring the park to life with energy, creativity, and community spirit. And of course, thank you to our residents and visitors for coming out to celebrate Halloween season in downtown Oswego. Our next event for the city of Oswego will be the tree lighting at the end of November, so I think we're all looking forward to that as well. The last item I'd like to just point out that happened was Saturday afternoon at the Speedway. Thank the Speedway for letting us utilize the Speedway. Over 1,000 children participated. It started at noon, went to 3 o'clock, and there was a number of civic organizations and businesses that were there who passed out candy and treats and other goodies to the kids. It was a great event, and it was, I believe, the 5th year that happened. So again, thank you to everybody, especially the Oswego County Youth Bureau who produced that. That's the last item I have under the mayor's report. Will you please read Resolution 299?
Approved minutes, common council meeting held October 14th, 2025.
Councilor Walton, Councilor Plunkett. Comments? Please call the roll.
Councilor Gualtieri.
Yes.
Councilor Walton.
Yes.
Councilor Burge.
Yes.
Councilor Benucci.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Plunkett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Read Resolution 300.
Appoint Commissioner of Deeds.
Councilor Gozick, Councilor Burridge. Comments? Please call the roll.
Councilor Gualtieri.
Yes.
Councilor Walton.
Yes.
Councilor Burge.
Yes.
Councilor Benucci.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Plunkett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 301.
Waive rules of the Common Council to present resolutions number 302 through 307 without committee consideration.
Councilor Walker, Councilor Venucci. Comments? Please call the roll.
Councilor Gualtieri.
Yes.
Councilor Walton.
Yes.
Councilor Burge.
Yes.
Councilor Benucci.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Plunkett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Call Resolution 302.
Approve use of public space, Nicholas Little, owner of a single-family dwelling located at 177 East 11th Street, in order to install an 8-inch retaining wall and shrubbery.
Councilor Burge, Councilor Walker. Any comments or concerns on this one? Please call the roll.
Councilor Gualtieri.
Yes.
Councilor Walton.
Yes.
Councilor Burge.
Yes.
Councilor Benucci.
Yes.
Councilor Walker.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Councilor Plunkett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 303.
Accept bid submitted and further authorize mayor to execute agreement with Landmark Services Incorporated regarding dewatered sludge transportation.
This one, as you probably remember, councilors, this is just taking the sludge from the 2 wastewater plants and transporting it to the landfill. So we do this every year. This contract is going to the previous winner, which is Landmark Services. Can I have a motion, please? Councilor Walton, Councilor Venucci. Any comments? Please call the roll.
Councilor Gualtieri.
Yes.
Councilor Walton.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.
Counselor Benucci.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Call Resolution 304.
Authorize City Chamberlain to complete a transfer of funds from the General Fund Contingent Account to the Animal Control Contracted Services Account in the amount of $19,200 to pay for architectural services.
This also is something that would have been discussed last week, but as the councilors know, the city of Oswego has submitted a grant application to the state of New York, and we were successful in a $500,000 grant to renovate and do some upgrades at the animal control shelter. Well, we do need some architectural designs for the expansion, so this resolution is to pay for an architect to do the work. Can I have a motion, please? Counselor Burge, Counselor Plunkett. Any comments? Please call the roll.
Counselor Quateri.
Yes.
Counselor Walt.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.
Counselor Benucci.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Call Resolution 305.
Authorize City Chamberlain to complete multiple transfer of funds in the total amount of $132,089.83 for water testing, pump installation, supplies, and necessary chemicals for the Water Department.
This, again, would have been discussed last week, and I'll just give you a brief rundown. As the councilors know, when you get towards the end of the year, a lot of departments will start shifting money from one account to another to pay for certain things. There is 6 accounts are being transferred into 6 other accounts, transferring of funds. There's excess funds in one account, and they're putting it into another account to pay for, as it says, necessary water testing, pump installation, supplies, and chemicals. Well, first, let me ask, can I have a motion, please? Counselor Walton, Counselor Vernucci. Any comments? Please call the roll.
Counselor Quateri.
Yes.
Counselor Walt.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.
Counselor Benucci.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Please call Resolution 306.
Authorize City Chamberlain to complete several budget amendments in the total amount of $111,856 for auditing purposes.
Once again, as I said before in the previous resolution, we're transferring some funds from one account to another to pay for auditing services, something we do pretty much every year towards the last couple months of the year. Can I have a motion? Counselor Plunkett, Counselor Burge. Please call the roll.
Counselor Quateri.
Yes.
Counselor Walton.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.
Counselor Benucci.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Call Resolution 307.
Authorize City Chamberlain to complete a budget amendment in the amount of $5,904 to the Fire Department Material and Supplies account to pay the cost of bottled water distribution.
This, you probably remember back in, I believe it was August, July sometime, where there was a issue mostly in the 7th Ward where there was no water. The city of Oswego stepped up, and we bought $5,904 worth of bottled water and distributed it to the people who were affected with the boil water advisory. They had water, but it wasn't drinkable at the time. So this is just to pay that bill that's now due. Can I have a motion, please? Counselor Squitieri, Counselor Gosick, any comments? Please call the roll.
Counselor Quateri.
Yes.
Counselor Walton.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.
Counselor Benucci.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
That was the last item on the agenda. Is there any unfinished business from the council? Seeing none, please call. Can I have a motion to adjourn? Counselor Burge, Counselor Plunkett. Please call the roll.
Counselor Quateri.
Yes.
Counselor Walton.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.
Counselor Benucci.
Yes.
Counselor Walker. Yes. Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Meeting's over. Thank you, everyone.